Today we are discussing durian fruit, considered the king of fruits in Asia and probably the most tasty and exotic food on the planet. I'm going to talk a little bit about how to choose a durian, how to know you're getting a good one, the differences. This is a fresh durian, this is a frozen durian, and frozen durians are much more common if you're in the USA. If you're actually in Thailand or Malaysia, then you can get fresh durians very easy and very inexpensive, but they come to be probably $4 to $6 a pound for a 5 to 10 pound fruit. Fresh in the United States, usually about 89-99 cents a pound frozen. And you can get very good ones frozen. Fresh is always best, but it freezes quite well. If you know what to look for, you can get a really good frozen one. Key points to look for when choosing a durian, whether fresh or frozen, is, well, one thing it's good to know how this fruit works. There's inside of this fruit, you see these bulbous sections on here? Each one of these is a pocket of edible portion. They call them pillows, or the edible fruit part. And if it has big round sections that are bulbous and the spikes are spread out far, that's a good sign there's a lot of edible portion in there. If the spikes are small and close together, you're probably paying for a big shell that has very little to eat in there, and what is in there probably is other than ripe and, well, other than be the best experience. Well, it still may be the best experience. So anyway, you're looking for nice round sections, and preferably, especially if it's fresh, you're actually looking for splits, particularly at the end here. You can actually see where it's starting to open up, because each one of these sections will actually split down the middle when it's ripe. And of course, it has a nice fruity smell, which is actually, well, in the case of durian, it's a very sulfuric smell, and people who have been uninitiated into the world of durian may find it offensive. But once you get addicted to durian, the smell becomes quite pleasant. And let's see here. So anyway, both of these are good examples. I mean, this frozen one is a prime example of what is probably an excellent fruit. You see the big fat pockets here. Lots of edible portion in here. And another way to get durian that you're almost assured to get good ripe pieces is in the frozen food section in the freezers at Asian markets in the US. You can usually find them. This is the edible portion of the durian already taken out of the fruit, and these are almost always good choice pieces that are already ripe. So if you don't know how to pick durian, this might be the best way to go first, maybe. Any comments, my beautiful camera woman?
Well, that pretty much summarizes actually choosing a good one.
Something else to be aware of on the frozen ones is that and fresh, but on the frozen ones, make sure that the shell integrity is nice. If it's like soft or squishy or looks weirdly colored, I mean, a good ripe durian should be in a nice golden brown color, maybe a little bit of green on there, but green usually means unripe. But some stores will actually take the frozen durians out of the fridge and display them out of the freezer, and display them outside the freezer, and then refreeze them. So it's good to make sure that it hasn't been refrozen, because it can be freezer burned and ruin the food. Okay, now any comments?
Well, would you actually enjoy opening the durian just to show people how to open?
Yeah, we're going to show how to open a durian. And some people will say you require a knife, but the truth is, if you're careful, these are sharp. These spikes are sharp, especially on the fresh ones. If they're really good and ripe, you can actually open them quite easily. And this one could be riper, but it's a rarity to get fresh durians in the United States. So, on the mainland, that is. If you're in Hawaii or maybe South Florida, it's possible to get some that are locally grown. So I'm going to go ahead and use a knife just to. But anyway, each one of these sections, you'll actually see where the spikes kind of wave out a little bit like this, and that is where the openings are. Okay, like right here. So we're going to split. And so if you are careful, you can just stick your finger in there and open it up like that.
Oh yeah. Gotta get zoom in on that.
Ta-da!
Oh.
See how easy that was? Knife unrequired. And this actually looks like a very promising specimen.
Oh, it looks like lunch.
Look at that. This bug just went woo! He just appeared out of thin air. It's like, hey, I smelled that. And so inside is these pillowy sections. This is the edible part. There's big seeds in the middle of these. And there'll be several sections on each durian, anywhere from maybe 3 or 4 to 6 maybe. Maybe 2 seeds in each one. Yeah. We have a winner.
Yeah.
The durian fruit, besides being very delicious, I've had durians that taste like cheesecake. I've had durians that taste like chocolate ice cream, especially some of the frozen ones. I've had durians that even taste like a mango, so they can vary quite a bit, and the flavor is one of the richest flavors, if not the richest flavor on the planet of any individual food. It's high in sulfur-bearing amino acids and fatty acids and sulfur itself and tryptophan, so most people will get almost an immediate mood boost from these and get you high. Makes the brain work better. I've taken one of these to a raw food potluck before, and one lady left just giggling. She couldn't believe that she got so happy just from eating a fruit that a lot of other people won't even touch. Should I come over and enjoy this with me?
Oh yeah, I'd love to.
Face?
Uh-huh. Oh yeah. I still have some of that. Oh wow, that is a really good one. Good choice.
Just want to add something about the texture of the durian. When you have a really good ripe one, the texture of the edible portion will have kind of a custardy texture to it. If it's picked really unripe, it may have more of a like a grilled chicken type of texture to it, and probably won't be very sweet. So those are good things to be aware of. If you choose your first one and it's other than the best ever, then it may just be picked way unripe. You see the seed in there.
Seed.